What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Flash video. So if you're new to the channel, please do drop a like, please do subscribe. I've got an Alien Covenant review coming up later today as well, so stay tuned for that. So click that bell button for notifications. So thank you people for watching this video, and of course thank you to all my lovely subscribers out there. And well, this season of The Flash has been very interesting. The Savitar storyline has been a very curious beast, to say the least, and I have to say one of the best episodes was actually this week's episode of The Flash, as we see more of the absolutely fabulous Andu Dek playing the role of Tracey Brand, the future scientist who was the one behind the whole Speed Force trap and prison for creating and stopping Savitar. So, of course, she is actually working on this design a lot sooner than she would have in the original timeline, because as we found out in 2024, she wasn't able to make this weapon, this trap, until 4 years after Iris sadly bit the dust, which got me thinking. A very interesting thing that Tracey Brand mentions in the most recent episode, and is become one of the most intriguing characters, I think, on the show, is that, well, you can control the Speed Force. The Speed Force is something which could possibly be controlled using the right methods. I'm paraphrasing there, but that is generally what she meant, which got me thinking. Now, if you watch my last video, or my video on Saturday, regarding the pre-Flashpoint Flash, how I thought that the Flash became Savitar, the fact that he used the Philosopher's Stone, he went back and then became crazy, went back in time, and then created this myth of him being a Speed Force god, being a god and creating the myth. Well, that is somewhat true. I think I almost hit the nail on the head there with that. But what I'm thinking of now is along those lines somewhat, and I think that possibly what happened here is that Tracey Brand was actually the one who created the Philosopher's Stone. Because if you remember the conversation that Barry had with Jay Garrick, he mentioned that, well, he's been around forever, he's powerful, he's the first speedster, and all this kind of stuff with the Philosopher's Stone. Well, if you remember, the Philosopher's Stone was supposed to be this kind of very ancient artifact, but as we found out, it is a very interesting technology force. So, also in the show, early on when the Philosopher's Stone was a huge thing to actually be in the show, it was a big plot device, so to speak. Well, every time that kind of weird box was shut, our friend Savitar just disappeared. The box was shut, and then he was gone, conveniently. So, I think this is a twofold thing here. I think that the Philosopher's Stone may actually be the trap that is created, and it traps him in the Speed Force. But it is also something, obviously, which was created by Tracey Brand, and actually has the power to manipulate timelines, which is obviously how we got the Flashpoint timeline being kind of used to bring all these heroes back in. And that is possibly something to do with why Savitar Barry mentioned that, well, the Flashpoint timeline was when he realized that he can actually get out of this. Maybe he had some sort of revelation as to just what this thing could actually do for him, and is able to help him get out of the trouble that he's in. Now, the question is, if the whole thing with the Philosopher's Stone, if this was so powerful and this is what was used, well, how the hell is it so old? Now, we know that the myth was actually created, so what if our Savitar Barry was able to go into the future or go and use time to get a copy of this Philosopher's Stone, or even the original one that trapped Savitar, the original Savitar that is, what if he was able to get it, go back in time, and place it where our friend Julian was able to find it, which led to all this chaos and what led to him being able to use it, being manipulated by it, and eventually be sort of freed, and led to this being created. So I know this is a complete long shot. This is just a absolute kind of fag packet maths theory here. I just thought it was something cool. I really wanted to share with you lovely subscribers, and let me know what you think on this theory. Could you elaborate on this? What do you think? Let's crowdsource a theory here in some way, shape or form. So that's it for this video. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. And goodbye.